Lucky, continue on. These damn dogs had interrupted me and stuff. It says it is not exactly the retail apocalypse of prior years, but it's a shakeup. It's a shakeup, nothing less. Of course, this devil gonna throw that in there like this is not a bad thing coming, but this is actuality going to continue to grow and grow, and there's gonna be more business shutdowns more than ever. It says in the insider tally of announcements by major retailers in 2023 find at least 1,412 stores set to close across the United States. Rationales are very some companies are navigating bankruptcy proceedings, while others say they are aiming to cut costs. Several are adjusting store formats to meet changing store trends. So let's look at this word bankruptcy. Okay. It says the state of being bankrupt, the state of being completely lacking in particular quality of value. All right. It's not a clear definition, but basically it's when you don't have the value of something and it's going for you basically forced to restart or shut down basically and stuff. And it says leading first the list is Foot Locker, which is shuttered 545 stores across two brands by 2026, followed by Bed Bath & Beyond, which is set to close 416 stores across three brands this year. Okay. And hey, Foot Locker is where Jake be shopping at, get shoes and stuff, man. You know. But hey, man, nevertheless, man, this is going to continue to escalate, man. Okay, because it's prophesied. It's in the scriptures that the grinders shall cease. And when the grinders shall cease, meaning the workers, you know, the working here, you know, it's going to cause shutdowns, where the owners of these stores ain't gonna be able to afford them no more. So of course they're gonna have to shut down on a large scale. Okay. It says Foot Locker said Monday that it would close as many as 420 stores by 2026 in shopping malls as part of a plan to meet to reset the company, as well as 125 Champ sports locations. It is said it's aimed to open more than 300 new concept stores in a small period, including locations outside of malls. Bed Bath & Beyond, 416 stores. It says 416 Bed Bath & Beyond's own stores in the United States have been identified as set to close amid ongoing financial turmoil. Okay, what does this mean? It says a financial crisis is any broad variety of situation which has come financial assets. Let's see. It says financial crisis is a broad variety of situations in which some financial assets suddenly lose a large part of their normal value. In the 19th and the early 20th centuries, many financial crises were associated with banking panics, and many recessions coincided with these panics. Other situations that are often called financial crises include stock market crashes and bursting of other financial bubbles, currency crisis, and cyber defaults. Financial crises directly result in loss of paper wealth, but do not necessarily result in significant change in real economy. The crisis resulting from the famous tulip mania bubble in 17th century, right? So they having a bank financial turmoil, basically a financial crisis. Okay, they are basically not making any money for real. So of course they are closing down their stores, and this is just the foreshadowing once again what's to come to all these stores, all these businesses. People with their own businesses are having to shut down because they not making no money for real. Okay, continue on. It is also failed to shutter all of its 65 stores in Canada. The company, which had 953 American store just over a year ago said it's aiming to find a final count of 360 flagship stores and 120 buy baby locations. Okay, never heard of this store. They're closing. Bath and Body Works is where Eve liked to shop at. A lot of women like to shop here. And it says although the all factory is expanding its retail footprint this year with 90 new standalone stores and 25 remodels, it has told investors the move will involve the closure of about 50 of its mall-based stores. Bath and Body Works net gain comes a loss for U.S. malls that are seeing an exodus of legal tenants. Okay, what is this? Macan, you seeing all these popular stores closing. Like I said, the women like to shop here. Gap and Banana Republic, 46 stores. Party City, 22 stores. Best Buy, 20 stores. Walmart, 17 stores. And they're going to use these closed stores, such as Walmart, as to making it into FEMA camps. Okay. Amazon, at least 8 stores. Big Lots, 7 stores. The Real 6 stores. Macy's, 4 stores. Target, 4 stores. JCPenney, 2 stores. But if you want to check this article out, the link will be in the description. But it just goes to show you that there is no assurance in this place, because as you see that these businesses are shutting down rapidly, or they having some kind of trouble, this is just a precursor to what's actually going to be happening on the mass scale when everything starts to get shut down, and then you're going to start to see a lot of violence start to occur, because these people ain't going to be able to buy or sell, because this devil is literally tightening a rope around the necks of you blinded people, man. He's putting in your face that he's going to do a massive shutdown of the United States dollar, which this article, we'll read a little bit on it. Okay, it says economics expert issued dire warning on serious threat faced by U.S. dollar. It's inevitable. Okay, when you look up this word right here, it basically means it's bound to happen, just like these prophecies are bound to happen. Okay, and it says unavoidable, certain to happen, unavoidable, right? Just like these prophecies, they are inevitable. Okay, meaning they are bound to happen, they are certain to happen. Okay, what did Ezekiel 33:33 say? When it shall come to pass, it shall surely come to pass, which this United States dollar is falling, it's coming to pass, man. Okay, it says since World War II, the U.S. dollar has been the world's strongest currency, but one economic expert warns that it could soon lose its power. During the appearance on Fox and Friends weekend, Breitbart economic editor John Carney warned that the dollar's feeble valuation could be a serious threat to the U.S. crucial influence on the world stage. It is only serious. It is only a serious threat. I think it is inevitable. We went through 3 stages, as you said, after World War II. The U.S. was the biggest economy in the world. In the 1970s, global banking became basically dollar-centered. With the fall of the Soviet Union, the entire world, more or less, came under the domination of the United States dollar. This is now drifting away. China and Russia are starting to build an alternative block of currency. John Carney explained Sunday the economic experts' comments come in response to China's ongoing efforts to disband from the dollar. They are beginning the strategic process of de-dollarization their business dealings during Russia's invasion of Crimea. Okay, so here it is, man, that the U.S. dollar is falling, businesses are closing, because this is all prophecy's sake, okay? The Lord already forewarned that these things are going to come to pass, okay? So, look, man, just expect a lot of business shutdowns. Expect the inflation to increase, because these things are happening. Inflation is going to increase as well, okay? Now, without further ado, we're going to get some articles, and Lord willing, less is edifying to those that may watch, okay? We're going to get Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. And it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Okay, so hey, remember the days. Remember now that the creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come. Okay? While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So, hey, these things are going to happen. So you got to remember the creator, man. Okay? All right, verse 2. And it says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, and the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Right, what is the grinders? Basically the workers, okay? As you see here in America, America is just a big ass corporation, okay? It's a corporation, okay? It's a business, okay? That's why everybody come over here to do what? To make money, okay? Because it's a business, okay? It's a corporation, okay? Why do you think these other nations come over here to start families? Because, hey, it's a business to make money for them, okay? Meanwhile, this is hell for Jake, okay? And it says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the birds. All the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right. What is the grinding? The grind is when the grinding is low. The United States grinding is low. Basically, the working field is starting to decrease, man. No matter what articles they put out there, deep inside, it's a low chance. That's why you see a lot of jobs having signs saying hiring immediately. Okay. They'll just throw you in the job because they need workers real bad, because nobody's really working like that anymore. Okay? And it's gonna cause these businesses to go out of business because they not having no workers. Okay? And that's gonna cause a lot of shutdowns, which you are seeing. Okay? Verse that's it on that kind. But as you see, the grinding is low. Okay? That's why you're seeing these business shutdowns. That's why you're seeing inflation happen. Soon it's going to be hyperinflation. Okay? All right? That's it on that. Now let's get the book of Isaiah chapter 14, starting at verse 11. And it says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, and the worm is spread under thee, and worms cover thee. Right, thy pomp is low. Basically, hey, the Lord is bringing you devils down out of that position, man. Okay, to the point where, Yah power is being stripped from Yah. Okay, that's why it says worms shall cover thee. And, this going into also like Yah building structures are crumbling too. Just as well spiritually, this place is crumbling. Okay, the worms shall cover thee. The worms are literally devouring the infrastructure of the United States, man. Okay, that's why a lot of people are not taking this place serious no more. That's why a lot of people are ditching the American dollar, because it has no value. Okay, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst waken the nations? Right. How art thou fallen, O Lucifer? This Lucifer is basically talking about the light bearer. Okay, who's the current light bearers on this side right now? It's these damn devils, the elites, okay? But at the same time, they are falling from their power ship, okay? Scripture it's saying, I seen Lucifer fall like lightning, or Satan fall like lightning, man. Who is Satan? And who's the embodiment of Satan? Esau, Edom, okay? That's why it says, "How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" Right? You see all these nations detaching themselves for the United States dollar. Soon they gonna be the same nations to shoot these missiles on towards America, man. Just not too long ago, Japan, one of America's allies, ditched the United States dollar, man. I think it was Japan. Okay, we can look it up. Okay, got rid of it. We got that already. Slovakia. Japan ditches United States dollar. Let me see. Let me see. Just get rid on that. Well, I think that's what happened. Japan buys Russian oil, and basically, here it is right here. It says the U.S. dollar started facing competition over a decade ago. In 2011, Japan and China agreed to dump the U.S. dollar and trade with their respective currencies instead. Similar, Brazil signed its first agreement with China to ditch the dollar in 2013. So this was years ago that China ditched the United States dollar, and Japan and Brazil. And there's a lot of other countries that did the same thing because the dollar has no value. Okay? All right? Now, going back into Isaiah 14, verse 13, and it says, "For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars, and I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High." And this is just the mindset of these devils, okay? Because they think they on the level of Yahweh Shemi Shai, where in reality, y'all not, okay? Verse 16. Then says Salaki. It says they Salaki. Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, "Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners?" Okay, so hey, this is the Lord basically saying, that a lot in the kingdom, people gonna look at you devils like, "Man, this is the man that made the earth to tremble." And these how these nations are looking at you people now, man. Looking at the Babylon now, man. Like, man, this place right here, man, that's the place that made us to tremble. And they gonna literally come out of that fear and just be like, "No, we're gonna take up weapons against this place, man." And that's what's going to happen, okay, for in prophecy's sake, okay? Now, continue on. Let's sit on that. It's Isaiah chapter 47, starting in verse 1. The reason it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." Right. Nobody is looking at this place as a beautiful place to come to anymore, man. This place is literally a big ass abomination, man. Okay. And another reason why this place why the Lord said this, because this place has never seen war on its own soil before. But soon there's going to be war on its own soil. Okay, verse 2. "Take the millstones and grind meal, and uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers." Basically, verse 3, Salaki, is the point where it says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man." Right, so hey, the Lord is saying, come sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, basically bringing this place into the confused like state. Okay, that's why you got a lot of confusion happening. That's why you got a lot of BS happening here. That's why you see this place declining, because hey, it's a loss of power coming down in this place, man. Okay, it's prophesied by the Lord that these things are going to happen, man. Okay, as you see, this place is on the decline, man. Okay, all right. Salakia. Let's sit on that. And Revelation 6:6, this is going into the inflation that's going to occur as well, because these businesses are experiencing inflation as well. Okay, Revelation chapter 6:6. And it says, I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Okay, and the oil and the wine supposed to represent the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny. Okay, that's going into the inflation that's going to come in this place when you see like not when you see, but the inflation that's going to come into this place when the U.S. dollar just utterly just crashed, and that's what these devils trying to aim for, to crash the dollar bill, which is prophesied to happen. Okay, what you think Revelation 13 and 16 through 18 is about, man? That is the forwarding of that. Okay, now let's go ahead and get that for edification's sake, because I forgot to put that on there, because all roads leads to the mark of the beast at the end of the day. This Revelation chapter 13, starting in verse 16, going to 18. And it says, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right, and that mark is going to the Greek word charagma, basically meaning to make an incision or stamp. Okay, and you had situations like this happen back then, where then this basically going into this devil basically making you into his slave or to his cattle. How do you keep track of your cattle? You mark them, okay, with a tag. And that's what these devils are going to do with the people, is tag them with what? A mark, okay? Verse 16, and it says, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark, or the number, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18, here's the wisdom. Let him have understanding, count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and his number is 603 Okay, going to 666. But there it is, man. That all roads is leading to this. That's why you have a lot of business shutdowns. That's why you have a lot of articles, a lot of countries ditching the dollar bill, because it's crashing. Okay, and soon the digital currency is going to come, and then the digital oil is going to be made manifest. What is the digital oil? Digital oil basically meaning the mark of the beast. Okay, so I pray and hope this lesson edifying to those that may watch, giving no honor, no glory, no praise due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash, Daban Scrimmel, some other apostle who teach you well. Till next time, till next video, Shalom, Kumashurala, Bada Ball.